Alright, here we go with the first match. We're going to be seeing tower control on Museum de Alfonso. Currently, all people are pushing towards center. It looks like we got Zion coming off at the flank. Running back, though. Everyone playing a little bit cautiously, except we see Lady Karma up on the tower trying to cause a little bit of issues for the enemy team, but this crab tank might just take her out, and it does. We're seeing a jump to the tower. Will this get a little bit more of a push? Seems to be the case. Currently over in hot contention between both teams. Zion really making some use out of that bucket that she's bringing. Booyah Bomb comes out, applying some pressure to the other team. And unfortunately goes down. That does, however, allow the tower to get to checkpoint 1. They're halfway through to capping it, but it seems like Anchor Management's coming back with the pressure, pushing them back off. 2 points left, and that checkpoint is done, but it looks like that tower is being sent back to center now. Seeing some careful play from Peace Sign, trying to make sure to do some work from afar without getting splatted. Nice. Gets Eames, takes them down. Trying to get a little bit of territory, trying to get a little bit of control back. Anchor Management starting to push back a little bit. And here we go with Crab on Tower. That's going to be the cap at that checkpoint, and Anchor Management is going to continue pushing through. Seeing all sorts of ink fly around back and forth. And the Inkjet comes out, putting down some pressure, doing a bit of work, not going down exactly. Love to see that from a ballpoint. A lot of the times, that special weapon doesn't see much use, even on the kits that it currently has, but when you're able to get it out and actually get some work done with it, it can be very effective in pushing back the enemy team. Oh, unfortunate for the crab tank to go down. That would have been key for Anchor Management to get this push. However, it looks like they're going to make it to the checkpoint anyways, and that is game. First match goes to Anchor Management. Well, that was an exciting one, folks. Couldn't exactly tell from the beginning which way that was going to go, but that push at the end by Anchor Management sealed the deal, got them the win. Alright, here we go with the next match. We got Rainmaker on Undertow Spillway. Seems like both teams taking a little bit of time to make sure they got their gear and their loadout set up correct, maybe talking a little bit of strategy. We'll see what changes come with this next match. Alright, both teams are off as they try to gather a little bit of special on their way to the Rainmaker. Early pop. Here we see Eurus being a little bit of a problem for the other team, getting that ink down, trying to apply a little bit of pressure, keeping back. Got another quick pop, and the crab tank. This might be able to allow anchor management to get a little bit of a push in. Are they going for the coveted right side push? It is a shorter route, but it is a much harder route. Oh, and they go left and seal the deal. That is checkpoint 1 for anchor management. But unfortunately for Magic8ball, that's also a wipeout on their part. That's going to allow them the time to push up and potentially get a quick second cap. See more of that good inkjet play, just raining havoc on the enemy team. Fragging a little bit of a precarious situation. Can they finagle it? Unfortunately, they can't. They go down. That's going to be a wipeout. That's going to give a Magic8ball the Rainmaker and a chance to come back. Chrissy on Rainmaker. Let's see what kind of plays that we get out of this. Staying back, letting the team get in front of her. That's always a good option. Always got to make sure you keep your Rainmaker safe, because the second they go down, anything could switch to the enemy's hand. Don't want to give them the advantage in any sort of situation you can avoid. And unfortunately, that's a down. Seeing a lot of specials coming out. Tenta missiles, looks like they got one down. Wavebreaker coming out. Definitely applying the pressure. And a lot of high-flying ink front in the center of the stage. And the Rainmaker is now back in Magic8ball's hands. Oh, but with a quick reset, it goes back to center. Magic8ball's going to have to do a bit of work to try to push back through, gain this territory, and have another chance at the Rainmaker again. Ooh, and here we see Magic8ball getting everything set up for the Rainmaker to make the dunk, and they get it. Teams are very close now. Unfortunately, Magic8ball is going to have to get within 6 points to win, so they have to get almost all the way to the checkpoint if they want to be able to take this match home with them. Will they be able to? We'll have to keep watching and find out. Saw some good defensive positioning from anchor management and with the flank from behind, but unfortunately that's not enough to keep Magic8ball from being on this road. Back in Magic8ball hands, and just as quickly back out. And with the dunk, game number 2 goes to Magic8ball. That was a fantastic comeback, seeing Magic8ball behind for nearly half the match, coming back, getting the checkpoints very quickly, sneaking that Rainmaker into the final podium, and just taking the win home with that. That we are now currently 1-1 in our best of 7 match. Alright, next up we're going to have a hot match of Clan Blitz on Umami Ruins, one of the new stages that was recently released during the fresh season this spring. It's definitely become a favorite of many, having a really good theme and a lot of terrain that you don't normally see combined in other levels. Anchor management taking their time discussing some strategies after seeing that loss this last match. Alright, and game number 3 of this match set is now taking place. Seeing a Splatoon wiper on their side, that is definitely going to be an interesting one to watch this time. Alright, both teams coming in hot, and we see Lady Karma coming off to the side with their sloshing machine. Flings almost with the Tenta missiles. Fortunately, only able to get 2 in the reticle, but that could be enough of a push to potentially ruin Anchor Management's plan. And here we have the Crab Tank coming out, chasing down the ball carrier. That ball carrier goes down. That's going to be a rough one for Anchor Management. They're going to have to see if they can recover that quick or build another claim. Oh, and the suction bomb gets Eurus and they go down. However, we're seeing a lot of special pressure right now at the yellow basket. And this, we got the power clam in. Looks like we see Anchor Management keeping Magic8ball back, not allowing them to come back in until the timer is up. With very good defense from Anchor Management on that. That's going to give them the pity clam. That's going to give them a chance to more easily come back in and make a return score against Magic8ball. We see some more special pressure trying to push Magic8ball back, trying to get the dunk in. And there goes the power clam. We are now even, folks. And again, we see the paint control coming back from Magic8ball, keeping Anchor Management out of their base. It is now almost a tied game. However, since Magic8ball was able to score that first power clam, that pushes them ahead by 1 point. Seeing massive amounts of power clams up on Magic8ball. Anchor Management has to be feeling the pressure now, seeing all this coming at them. They're going to have to play some really aggressive defense, ironically, to try to get these ball carriers taken down and get these power clams to expire. Oh, some very hot matchups, but this Booyah Bomb might be enough, and that is another dunk from Magic8ball. Got to see a few more power clams, or a few more clams tossed in, so when Anchor Management makes their return play, they better hope they have a couple of clams to follow up with, otherwise that lead is going to stay very much in Magic8ball's hand. We've seen some very aggressive plays from Zion, taking down much of the enemy team. That's going to be key for Magic8ball to continue their scoring rampage. Crab Tank holding down the fort, trying to clear out the enemy base. Doesn't quite have the range as they back up, but are able to get quite a bit of work done here. And some more scoring. Magic8ball coming back after losing that first match. They are on a roll here. They have 10 points left before they can seal the deal in this game. Got 1 point left. Are they going to be able to come back in with another clam? It might be a little bit too late. They're going to have to see those penalty points, and this is going to be another tense game. Anchor Management surely feeling the pressure now, with Magic8ball being only 1 point plus penalty points away from securing the win here. With 50 seconds left in the game, Anchor Management has 2 power clams and looks like 4 regular clams. They are going to have to get a really good push going and keep this basket open so they can keep tossing clams in if they want to come back from this. A number of specials come out. This might be where we see the push, and it is. Here comes the power clams. You're going to have to do a good job keeping Magic8ball at bay so they can keep pounding these clams in. With 20 seconds left in the match, this could be their final hope. Oh, but basket goes back up. Penalty of points applied to Anchor Management. 3 seconds left on the clock. We're in overtime, folks. Don't let the scores fool you. Anything at this point could still happen. Seeing some very aggressive plays from Anchor Management, but that is the game. Game 3 going again to Magic8ball. That was an exciting one, folks. Almost like we were about to see a very good comeback from Anchor Management, but unfortunately, after they broke through, scored those couple of times, Magic8ball was just too good about pushing them back, gaining that territory, and keeping them at bay. Alright, next up for Game 4, we're going to be taking a look at Splatzone's Mahi Mahi Resort. Now, the interesting thing about this stage is that once you get to a certain point in the score, the stage will transform and open up from what was originally a very small stage, very confined, to a very large and wide open stage with a bit more cover than what it previously had. We're going to have to see a bit of adaptation from both teams as they try to change their strategies depending on which part of the stage this is on. With a very quick ready up this time, we are back into game number 4 of this match set. Alright, both teams are out heading to mid. Not very much for flanking on this stage as of yet, but as it progresses and changes, that could change up. Got a very quick cap from Anchor Management. That's going to give them the early lead on this. Gears coming out, doing some work, getting 2 kills for their 1 death. That's going to give Magic8ball the advantage to come back, get this Splat Zone under control, and start getting the points themselves. Now we see Years with a crab tank trying to put the ink down. Unfortunately, not able to take the zone back entirely on their own, but the rest of the team is now here. And that sound signals the change of the stage. You see everything start to lower, you see the stage widen up. It is now a slightly different game that everyone's going to be playing. Oh, and that sloshing machine doing work against anchor management, making sure that they're not able to set up on any of these perches. Gears again with the crab tank, trying to put the pressure on, get a couple of kills. Their crab tank goes down, and so does the rider. Seeing some very aggressive play near the middle here. Magic8ball doing a very good job with their aggression, playing it safe when they need to, and pushing forward when the moment allows. See a little bit of sharking from Zion here, potentially trying to pop out. And we see the crab tank. That quickly gets shut down by Frig's range blaster here. One pop to the face, and that was enough to send them packing. It's a very good shot by Frey. That was very key to them retaking the splat zone here. We see this constant pestering with this range blaster. That's going to give quite a bit of trouble to the opposite team. They're going to have to try to push through in between these shots, and it looks like they have done it. Chrissy coming up, putting the ink strikes out, trying to help cap the zone, and it is back in Magic8ball control. They got 9 points and 50 penalty points. Anchor management is going to have to try to take this back to keep them from counting this down even further. Zion again with the moves. Unfortunately, takes down an unaware Frey. Zion's movement is just so quick and just so smooth. You don't see them getting caught up on anything. They just get in there, do what they need to do, get out, move on to the next objective. And that is match. We are now sitting at 1-3 with Magic8ball up. Right, and with that, I'm sure anchor management is probably sweating a little bit here. That is now 1-3. If they lose one more match, that will be match set given to Magic8ball. They're going to have to come back, win all 3 of these next matches to ensure that they have a chance of winning this match set here. All right, next up, we're going to be seeing tower control on Manta Maria. Definitely not one of my favorite stages, although I know it is a fan favorite of many of you out there. It's a very difficult stage to play on, especially tower control. Once you start pushing up towards the final checkpoints, pushing the tower through those hallways, it is nothing but an onslaught of ink from the enemy team that you have to fight through. It's going to be very difficult for either team to push very far into the enemy territory here. So it'll be interesting to see how they navigate these challenges. Alright, team's now reset up. Looks like Magic8ball is mostly ready to go. And with both teams ready, we are off to game number 5 of this match set between Anchor Management and Magic8ball. Will we see Anchor Management come back with a critical turn of events? They're going to need it if they want to take this match set home. Haven't been seeing much for changes in composition with the weapons on Magic8ball. It looks like they found something that's been working for them, and they're going to stick with it. Haven't been seeing too much for changes on Anchor Management either, but this splatter shot, they're definitely going to need to make use of that to make sure that they can take the territory that they need. That'll help Frag get out their range blaster shots, as well as make traveling through the hallways of this map a little bit easier. We're seeing a lot of players from both teams go down, almost in a 1v1, this ballpoint versus this Flingza, and the Flingza wins. Seeing lots of jumping back in. Magic8ball is going to be all over this tower. That puts Anchor Management on defense. Checkpoint 1 is unlocked for Magic8ball now. That's going to push them into a very early lead. Bubbler giving just the protection that they needed on Anchor Management to ward off Magic8ball, start pushing them back, and get this tower under their own control. So they got pressure from above, left, and right. Anchor Management certainly has a bit to manage between these two. Unfortunately, that big bubbler, not enough to hold off the crab tank, but did absorb some of the shots. And that's a very quick inkjet down. That's very unfortunate for Noxton there. Chrissy doing work with this splatter shot, taking out much of Anchor Management, getting the tower control back under their control. However, a quick splat bomb by Peace Sign might help turn things around. We see the tower control being tested again. Unfortunately, Anchor Management pushed a little too far up. Didn't see that was being taken over. That gives even more points to Magic8ball now. It makes the job a little bit more difficult for Anchor Management to come back from. And this crab tank on Magic8ball just raining terror. Anytime it comes out, it seems like things seem to shift. Some clever moves by the ballpoint, making sure they don't get hit while they help take down Magic8ball. See Eurus with the bomb spam, trying to put that pressure back, make it much more difficult for Magic8ball to push up. And another crab tank from Zion. I tell you, if ever there was a showcase to show you just how much this crab tank is still in the meta, Zion is certainly showing that off right here, right now. Some slick moves by Frag Proof, doing a couple wall ridings. I thought I was watching a parkour match for a second. Oh, but in spite of that, Magic8ball pushes in. They're at the final checkpoint. All the action was in the mid, but the tower was slowly being pushed from behind. And that is game. That's going to be win number 4 for Magic8ball. That is match set. Congratulations, Magic8ball. Anchor Management, that was a very good fight you put up. Unfortunately, this match set will be taken home by Zion, Eames, Lady Karma, and Chrissy. Congrats to you. Alrighty, folks. Well, there you have it. With the score of 1-4, Magic8ball takes the match set home. That was the final match for week 2 of the DOS Beginners Tourney. Stay tuned. We have several people helping out with the streams for this tournament. Keep an eye out for those, and we'll see y'all again in week number 3. Take care, y'all.